Hello, one more time, Dig Busy Expert Online. Um, Something came across my mind, something came across my path, which I would like to actually share with us because I know it will so much help a number of us that are looking for passive income online, that are looking for residual income. As much as you are, working so hard to make money and to better your life, there are certain things that you need to really take cognizance of, and that's why I've come with this very crucial point which a number of us should actually look into, and we should try as much as possible to work together with. And what I actually have for us today, talks about um, how to dictate a scam investment website. I can't start telling you how many investment portals or platform online that I've invested into several times in such a way that I've lost money. I've lost quite a huge amount of money before I was able to gain this experience, and I will try as much as possible to help you guys out in order for me to save you guys money, save your effort, in order for your effort not to be just waste of time and all that. Now, recently, a friend of mine came across and introduced an investment platform called Impex Invest.com to me, and apexinvest.com, claiming they've been paying for a long time. He's made money from it. A lot of people have made money from it and all that here and there. When he was telling me, I told him what sort of business is it, and he told me it's an investment platform online, because he knows that I know much about this thing, and he said I should just try as much as possible to invest into it. I will never regret it. He started marketing into it. And I told him that no problem, you should just quite give me a time to look into it in order for me to see whether this is a thing I can look into investing with or not. But he kept pestering my life. He kept telling me, oh, I should just try as much as possible to invest into it because I wouldn't actually regret it. And I agreed with him, because of his stress and all that. I registered with him, but I never invested. So I want you guys to actually get that clear. I registered with him, but I never, invested. And the name of the company, like you guys can see, is Apex Invest Center. They call themselves Apex Invest Center, and they claim to have been paying way back since 2010. So that means for a whole whopping 7 years, and Hives, which is high yield investment company, has been paying money regularly according to them. Has been paying. Now, quickly, I would like you guys to now be cognizant of one thing. For some of you guys that are so much crazy about Hives, I would like you guys to think about it and really take out your time. Try as much as possible not to really, put too much money into it, because I remember way back then when I used to put in 1,000, 2,000, 500 and all that into Hives, and I never withdrew anything whatsoever from them. So from there I made up my mind that okay, whatever I'm going to do online, I would try as much as possible to become a master of, in order for me to be able to know how it works. And at the end of the day, this thing turns out to be a scam. But let me just quickly show you guys their claims to start with. There are certain things that they prove that they've been doing, like what I said to start with. Paying since 2010. They said you should check where they are actually some investment monitors online that you can actually see them paying and all that. You can see they said 7 years. You can see how many days they claim that they've been paying. One, see how many people they've scammed so far, over 79,000 people. See how much they have actually raked in from there, over $8 million, and they've just paid not even up to 50% of the amount, because if you divide this into two, you see that this isn't even up to it, or even, let's say, better still, around just 50%. And they claim a lot of things in there that isn't a concern. For a number of you guys that know the way Hypes works, you will know that they use virtually almost the same script into running their business. And I looked into it closely when this guy actually sent it across to me. I said, no problem, she just give me 1 or 2 time some time in order for me just to look into it, look at how people just keep putting money into it. And the very major funny part of it all is by the time you're putting all this little money, $7, $14, $6, $2, $22, you wouldn't know that you are investing a lot of money, because we still be seeing them like, is it not just little money, is it not just small money? But to them, to them that are actually scamming you, they would have actually accumulated a lot of money to themselves. Now quickly, how do you find out that this is a scam and all that? There is just this very little method I used to use, which I will show you guys now. Quickly, one thing I used to use is I make use of this online identity portals, because everything you're doing, of course, if you want to register an account or whatever, you do it with some registers and all that. So now I went ahead and I went to check who is. Of course, it's actually for domain, but nonetheless, everything that you do, whatever that you register and all that is with them. So we're just going to make use of that, and we'll come in as well to here and do the same thing. And this is what we're going to do. Now we will put in now this is what you can use, but we will come over here and check who is as it talks about who is behind a particular thing or an activity online. So we'll go back here and we'll just put in the name of the site. We'll put in the name of the site over here, as you rightly know, and who is local. That means it will give you the details about everything that you want to know. They said domain information, that is information about this. Now we'll need to look at the name of the person that has this and all that, where it is situated and all that. Now quickly, this is the domain. Can you see that the register? Now they said they claim they've been paying since 7 years ago. So that simply means that the registration date should have actually been very long time ago. But can you see now, it was just last year October, few months ago, and they said it's expiring days, so which is just a year, because an investment portals online most of the time don't last more than between 1 to 3 years online. As you guys can see, they said updated date this, which is just recently, and if you go down to check it, you will see everything they put there. They said organization. Now for the registrant, now who is the person? They said name. Can you see now? They said protected. They didn't put the name of the owner. They didn't put the name of the organization. They just put one randomly selected address there. Can you see the email is in there? Those are some of the things you'll be able to know. Administrative contact, the same thing. That is enough. That is enough evidence to you. Now let us go to raw who is data. That means everything that you put in there when you are registering. If you go in there and you check everything, you see that still the same thing, name, and all that. It is just enough evidence to us to know that this is a scam. And what another way you can even know whether a portal is a scam or not is you can even come to Google itself and put in that to Apex Invest. Okay, can you see now there is one that says scam. You just click on scam and you read everything that is there in order for you to know whether it is real or not. It said Apex Invest Center is a scam. Scam exposed. you know, and all that. So if anybody comes around and introduce something to you, don't just jump into it because, you know, he's a very trusted friend. Don't just jump into it because you believe that, you know, this guy has been making money online. He cannot lie to me. Please don't do that. You know, I actually pity a lot of guys that have actually invested into that, because there are a lot of them that are invested, you know, and they are promoting this thing so very seriously. And to my friend, I warned him way back then, you don't need to do this, because I have been into stores like this and I've actually got my fingers burnt several times. Try as much as possible to hang on. There is no hypes that can actually pay, you know, all the way to 7 years. It's not really done and all that. I'm also, you know, the identity of these people owning this isn't there. So why are you stressing yourself into going there? But it wouldn't just listen. So I would like you guys to try as much as possible, you know, any other time you want to check, or any other time you want to go into any investment portals, try as much as possible to just find out, you know, the validity of the business you are going into, in order for you, you know, not just to waste your money anyhow. I believe, you know, this can actually help you in one way or the other into safeguarding your money, you know, because even if it's just small money like that you have, you should be able to use it to something, you know, for some other things legitimate online. Thanks and God bless. I appreciate you guys for watching this as well. I will come back with some other things some other time. Watch out for my next video. Bye for now.